This portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
The value-added tax bill intended to reform the country's tax structure underwent first reading in the Senate this morning.
Government intends to implement the new tax on January 1st, 2015 at 7.5% after delaying the initial July 1st start date. During the short session this morning, a number of bills, including a bill to amend the Tariff Act, a bill to amend the Excise Act, and a bill to amend the Companies Act, were given first readings. The investment condominium bills, a compendium of bills specific to the offshore financial sector that seeks to open the door for new product offerings in the industry and offer alternative structure to investment funds, also underwent first reading. The Senate has been adjourned until Monday, September 1st at 10 a.m.
Advocate for the LGBT community, Aaron Green, is calling on policymakers not to allow that community to be used as scapegoats for those who want to vote no to the gender equality bills. There have been heated debates over Bill 4, which is intended to end discrimination based on sex, whether someone is male or female. It's also a contentious issue on both sides of the political divide, with some of the view that Bill 4 could open the door for same-sex marriage.
Clearly enunciate what the law is, state clearly what rights and privileges LGBT people have access to under the law, and state clearly how the government feels about it, because LGBT Bahamians are citizens.
The Constitutional Commission and Prime Minister Perry Christie, however, have made it clear that these bills do not support gay marriage. Instead, they insist that it focuses on addressing gender inequality.
Well, peace ambassadors spreading their message to the community as they canvassed the Kemp Road area last evening, offering support to families whose relatives have become victims of crime. Fern Carey has this.
Peace ambassadors, along with the team from Urban Renewal, offered their support to families in the Kemp Road area whose relatives were victims of crime. The first stop was at the home of murdered father of two, Charles Davis, who was killed in that spate of homicides over the weekend. Davis leaves behind a young son and a newborn baby girl.
Here at this home of a young man who just recently was gunned down, and here it is with a young baby only 9 days old. The grief and the sorrow that's happening. So the country needs peace.
Following prayers and words of comfort, the team moved on to the home of Anthony Curtis, whose son was also gunned down over the weekend. Curtis says his son will be sadly missed, as he was one of the breadwinners in the family. He also expressed concern about rising crime.
I see a man passing over 50 years old, and what I saying, it hate me because I never seen nothing like this in my life. I ain't lying, and I ain't saying they ain't get me scared. They get me scared. The kids them doing now, they need to stop before it get too late.
The team also visited the parents of murder victim George Nixon Jr. and Lucianne Roll, who was recently a shooting victim. All of the families welcomed the peace ambassadors.
We represent the Christian faith, which we pray would bring comfort to all the people who mourn.
I just wanted to reach out and touch people and let them know that all is not lost. There's still hope.
It may seem like a small gesture, but whatever we can do. Jesus himself said, "Inasmuch as you have done it unto the least of these, my brothers and sisters, you've done it unto me."
Now, the main message these peace ambassadors want to get out is that they are here to offer help, support, and encouragement to families who have lost relatives due to crime. Fern Carey, ZNS Network News.
News was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
It's time now for tonight's Financial Weekly Wrap, brought to you by Royal Fidelity, your money at work. Hi, I'm Kingsley Charles. This week on BISX, trading volumes improved from the previous week, with a total of 52,488 shares crossing hands on the market. This represented an increase of 10,038 shares. Local market advances included Kalina Holdings, Cable Bahamas, AML Foods, Commonwealth Bank, and Fidelity Bank. Kalina Holdings had a 52-week high of $3.68 per share, and Fidelity Bank had a 52-week high of $4.25 per share. J.S. Johnson and Company paid an ordinary dividends today to all shareholders of record date 22nd of August 2014. In international markets, the S&P 500 added 3.4% in August and rallied for the past 4 weeks, pushing the index above 2,000 for the first time. U.S. stocks headed for the biggest monthly gain since February, and increasing speculations that global central banks will support economic growth. Consumer confidence grew in August as the U.S. labor market gained traction, averaging about 230,000 new jobs per year this month. Here's your investment reminder for the week. Summer is almost over, but there are investment options still available to you. Revisit your retirement, pension, and investment plans to make sure that they are performing the way they should, and make any necessary adjustments now. Whether it's stocks, bonds, private placements, or mutual funds, your money at work is made easier when you expand your investment opportunities with Royal Fidelity. This has been your Royal Fidelity Weekly Wrap. For more market information, log on to our website at www.royalfidelity.com. Once again, I'm Kingsley Charles.